spoke about 30 seconds ago, but it's good
Yeah,
to hear
long
your
time no
voice.
see. Are
All
we
right.
recording? Do we know if we're recording?
Jordan's getting it set up as we speak, so
Okay.
maybe wait for a message from him before we
Yeah.
commence. Here he is. All good.
All right. Thank you. Thank you
Thanks.
very much. Appreciate it.
All right. So let's start from the beginning. What a lovely week it is. Well, we hit all-time high, guys. We broke $460. We hit top of around about $462. That's absolutely huge. Absolutely huge. That puts us in a really, really strong position. We've got a really, really, really nice full liquidity pool coming. And we have some really, really exciting announcements around the corner as well. We've been away. We've been very busy working in the background, as we always are. But we have some really, really key announcements. So actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pass over to Eric, and I'll let Eric lead in with the first one. You ready, Eric?
Yeah, I've got a few here that I've got written down that we're going to go over today. Was there one in particular you wanted to start off with?
What I'd do is let's drop one at a time and have a quick discussion around it.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Yeah, so there's one. I'll go ahead and start with one of the fun ones because we've gotten questions over the last couple of weeks about it. I teased that we had a mechanism that we were working on to reduce selling pressure.
Hang tight. I need to create a Twitter post. Let's do that one next. I just need to message.
Okay. All right. I think we can update the community on the legal entity then. So for those who have just joined us who haven't been here or haven't heard the previous AMAs, we have been going through the process of getting incorporated. As I've mentioned before, and it's going to sound redundant for those who've heard it, but for those who haven't, this isn't something you can just jump on LegalZoom and set it up real quick. So we've been working with a global law firm. The law firm, I've mentioned it in the general chat, so I'll just say it here, is Baker Botts. You can look them up. That's who we've been working with. And we've been working through what's our model. By the way, they specialize in global business, finance, and crypto. What's our model? And the first question we had to run through was, what country do we want to work in? Once we got that narrowed down, then it was, and by the way, it's the United States. And then once we got that narrowed down, it was, well, what state do you want to incorporate in, and what are the benefits, and sort of the pros and cons between the different states. So we finally landed on the state of Texas. It just happens to be also the state that I live in, but they have some very favorable legislation, and they're very crypto friendly, crypto forward, and it's going to be something where we feel collectively with the attorneys that it's going to be something that's beneficial long term being in Texas because they are working towards, I guess, they're working in favor of crypto, whereas some states are not. So that's the state we're going with. I submitted my paperwork. Luke submitted his paperwork. It was submitted on Friday to the attorneys. We expect to have the company formation done in the coming week. I don't want to put a time frame on the attorneys because they haven't provided me one. So with that being said, that is my opinion, right? That I think my assumption is that it should be done in the next week. The reality may be it's not. I don't know. But anyways, we're making progress. We know the state, and we know the country, and we've got them working on that. We've got the documentation provided to get that going. As soon as that's done, we're going to perform a full doxing reveal. Their website will be updated. There's going to be a bio page for Luke and myself. You're going to see our pictures. You're going to see our full names, and we're going to have links, if I'm not mistaken, Luke, to LinkedIn, where you can see our professional history as well. I'm not changing anything on my LinkedIn page prior to, so there will be absolutely zero changes. And I believe Luke is the same. We're just adding to the growing resume of the stuff that we've done in the past.
Yeah, totally agreed.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'll be back with you in a minute. I'm just finishing up. But yeah, no, totally agree and reiterate what Eric said. made good progress this week. Anyway, I'm ducking back out for a sec. What's that?
Okay.
All right,
So
cool. I'm back.
Oh, good. I was sending a message to some people.
Yeah, lovely. So we're all good. That's all combined. So when we get the tick off on that one, we'll announce that one. Just need to send a screenshot over.
Yeah, understood.
Lovely. So that was the first one, wasn't it?
That
There's
was one, yeah.
so many. Oh, let me drop this one.
Oh, you're gonna take the big one. I see.
All right. Yeah, we're
Okay,
chief marketing officer. Let's do it. So Eric and I, yeah, so cool. It's been a really good week. So as we grow and as we develop as Phoenix Community Capital, we have to look at centralization risks to our service and what we offer. In fact, within our CERTIC audit, the only cause for concern that CERTIC had from us was our centralization risk on an exchange because we were only on Trader Joe. Now, because of this, we have decided to widen this and decentralize this. So we have this week had discussions with Pangolin, the decentralized network, and first one to launch on Avalanche. Pangolin offer a very, very different proposition to Trader Joe. Trader Joe, any old Joe can come on and list a token. And as we witnessed yesterday, there's a problem with security in crypto. So with that, Pangolin are very, very keen and careful who they list. And they actually sought us out to list us, which was really nice. So
yeah, before you keep going, Luke, I'm sorry to interrupt. Do you want to maybe elaborate a little bit on your previous statement about the security risk on Trader Joe so people don't have to wonder what it was?
Yeah, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Cool. So with that, last night, a nodes quotation mark service was announced and they were listing. A lot of people looked for this token launch. The token went live and they bought in. What actually happened was there was a cloned token. Because the team didn't do a stealth launch, a scammer was able to come in, clone the token and launch that and get it shared so that people bought in. Now, unfortunately, some people in our Discord were contacted and bought into this token. As it was a project that came in, it was mentioned in the mod team, I decided to enter into this. I'm all for rugging for research, guys. I'll go and throw myself into it. Unfortunately, after speaking to our developer, it appeared that it was a corrupted smart contract, and it created a very, very big risk on my account. My account became compromised, and I have what actually came to light is our developer is an absolute genius. Because we were able to migrate my Nest to a new wallet. This is a brand new feature in crypto and something that we are going to be able to use in the future. Now, a week ago, there were some calls in the Discord about what would happen if our account got hacked. What would happen if our account got compromised? And as I said to you guys, I said to you then, and I said loud, we had a fix in place should that happen, but we're not going to share it. Fortunately, we had that fix, and I was the one affected. I'm glad it was me and not any of you, because now we've learned we are taking a zero tolerance to anybody contacting anybody in our Discord. If you get a message from anyone in our Discord, please let us know. If it's an unsolicited message, we're taking a zero tolerance approach. I will not have members of my community being approached. Okay. Now, obviously, we can't be liable if anyone is approached in here, and we can only protect you guys so much. You have to do your own research, right? But none of us, we're all human. Some of us make mistakes, and I aped in research, but I should have done my own research a bit more. So
yeah,
be careful.
Back to Trader Joe. Back to Trader Joe. What did you do when you found out it was a scam? What did you do?
Do I have to tell them?
Oh, I think. Well, I don't know. It highlights.
I contacted the Trader Joe team and I said, guys, there is a problem. Scam token on your exchange. You should remove it, and they didn't. That's really worrying, guys. That presents a real risk to us, to you. So we've decided that we're going to list on Pangolin as well. Pangolin offer obviously multi-sig wallets. Our multi-sig wallet is listed with Pangolin already, but Pangolin are whitelisting us, and they offer an institutional grade decentralized exchange. Our money is safe and secure there. The Pangolin team have doxed themselves to us, and we have doxed ourselves to them. We know that they're real people. We know where they're based, and they know where we are based. And isn't that a wonderful way to do business, as opposed to a decentralized exchange that won't list us for some reason? They keep saying market cap or things change. They keep changing the rules. And then they're listing problem tokens. So this is a really good thing for us moving over to Pangolin. And also we are looking into centralized exchanges as well right now. And we plan to get listed on one, if not two, over the coming weeks. So that's that big announcement there. But also with Pangolin are able. Now, in a minute, we're going to announce our new mechanism thing. But what we're going to announce first is that Pangolin are also going to give you an opportunity to stake fire in a yield farm. So we will have a yield farm over on Pangolin. I'll be going live on Wednesday, where you will be able to stake your accrued fire and earn interest in. So I thought that was pretty cool. That's a good thing to bring to the table. And it offers you... Yeah.
Maybe it was just me, buddy, but I heard you broke up as you were saying that. So can you repeat the part about the yield farm, the staking?
Oh my God, did it all go wrong?
No. It broke up a little bit. I want to make sure that for the recording and for the people in the audience that you.
Well, why don't you say it? If my mic's going a bit ropey?
Okay, sure.
Let me change my mic.
It's going to go live on Wednesday this week. The yield farm is going to allow you to stake fire and earn interest. And the interest is paid out, I believe we talked about, Luke can correct me if I'm wrong, when he gets back online, Pangolin token.
I believe it is Pangolin token. Is that better?
Yeah, that's better. Yeah.
Fantastic. Lovely. Sorry about that, guys. So yeah, we have a super yield farm. It's actually a super yield farm. We have a super yield farm that is going live with Pangolin on Wednesday. Pangolin have shown us everything. We've seen the numbers. We've seen how it works. We've seen how it operates. And I tell you what, these guys mean business. This is a really exciting move. Yeah, I don't know about you guys, but that's made me really happy. Eric, I will let you announce that next one. All over to you, brother.
Okay, thank you. So the mechanism that we've been working on and testing, I announced it would be available a couple of weeks ago. We wanted to make sure it was fully ready before we launched it. We have it ready. It's technically available. However, it's not been implemented yet. So what we're doing to decrease sell pressure is we're offering bonding. And if you guys have been familiar with the DAO services where you can pay a bond and get your tokens over a longer period of time, but possibly at a discounted rate, that is what we've been working on developing for the Phoenix Community Capital project. So that goes in place. And what it does is it takes some of the sell pressure off of the market liquidity pair. When it comes time to do so here's the problem. Let me back up and explain the problem and why we went this route to begin with. So the process of buyback is what essentially is how you release profit in this model. Right. The problem is that once you do a buyback, you buy the fire token off of the market. You're now sitting with fire token that is not really usable in your treasury. It's not liquid. It's not available to be traded somewhere else. Right. So what you do is you put that into a bond mechanism and allow users to buy that back, and then you essentially exchange it back. But it's an ancillary, not really OTC market, but it's an ancillary way to step around the direct liquidity pair, so you don't affect the ratio on the liquidity pair on the open market. That's what we've been working on. We have it technically ready and available. We haven't released it yet because it hasn't become necessary yet. Right. So that's what we've been working on. That was the big selling pressure reducer that we have. It's ready. It's technically working. We've tested it. We haven't released it yet. It's just not necessary at this point in the project. So Still a little bit early, but it's there, and then we're going to be releasing it in the near future, along with.
We didn't need to release it yet. We've created it, but we didn't need to release it. But there are other protocols out there that actually need it. So we've decided, do you know what? Everyone else is copying us. Well, this time we're going to give them it. So here we go. Here's how you fix this problem. If you've got selling pressure on your treasury, and you're having to do buybacks to maintain that price, bond it. Create that bonding mechanism. Give your people a discount on your token through that bonding mechanism. You can do it both ways. Yes, you can buy in, you can sell, and you can buy, and you can also use other tokens. Let's see if you can integrate other tokens into there as well. Yeah, like other node protocol tokens. Yeah, can be bonded through here, and that will fix all of your selling pressure. That is our gift to you, every single other node protocol. And I hope you're listening. And I hope you implement it. And if you need help doing it, come and let us know, because we've got a team of developers working around the clock to make sure that this is going smooth in the head. Like I said, and like Eric and I said from the start, we're here to clean the space up. We're not here to make enemies. We're here to support and develop the community and everyone in large. So if you need help with your protocol and you want to move forward, come and let us know, and we'll help. Yeah, because we want to do this. Every single person who's invested here is square. So let's do our responsibility and just try and make the whole space a little bit safer.
Yep. So that's going to be on our website. It's right now. It's just not published.
It's on Twitter. Website. If you go on Twitter, you can see the post. Please share it, and tag those other node protocols and let them know.
Yeah, so that solves some of the selling pressure against the direct liquidity pair. And then centralized exchanges will also help in the future if you can exchange directly for cash, but that does also catch you through sort of a matchup process between the exchanges. So it's a direct peer-to-peer transaction, doesn't work in the open market, and it's the way that the Olympus DAO, Ohm, as you guys know them, and all their forks, that's how they raise their treasury. So we didn't really revolutionize and design anything new. We just adapted part of what worked somewhere else to help in this process here. So that was the big thing I was working on, that we wanted to make sure we were first to market, had it ready. We've tested it, it works. We just don't need it at this point. So we will release it to the public for use at a future time, just not right this second. So I think that's it for our announcements. I don't think we have any other announcements, Luke.
No, but what's lovely is that we've gone away, we've been busy, we've come back, and what we've done is we've actually increased the FIRE ecosystem. We keep talking to you about ecosystems, and we've increased it. Now, we mentioned in the Discord the other day about Pink Banana NFT Marketplace. I think it would be quite nice to just talk a little bit about this one before we finish up as well. This is a project I've been working on for around about 6 months. With one of the key digital art agents in the industry. We are bringing to market over 400 digital artists and NFTs through Pink Banana NFT Marketplace. It's due to launch mid-March. We will be announcing it mid-March and releasing it to the world then. It's an exciting time. It's an exciting time for NFTs. It's going to be launching on the Avalanche blockchain because there isn't one on there, and obviously we love AVAX. And we've got some amazing stuff lined up on there. I've got meetings lined up next week with some really, really influential people within sport and just the general celebrity world. There's some exciting things happening with that. So I just thought I'd just update you on that as well before we open up to the room. Let's get some questions in. Ready for questions, Eric?
Yeah, I think so. Let's get some questions in. I think we got David P is the first one.
Let's do it. Come join us, David. For those that don't know, when you come up to speak, we authorize you. There's a pop-up. You have to press that button, and then we will invite you up to the floor, ask you questions. When the questions are finished, we send you back down to the audience. Okay, David P is not coming up yet. Let's invite Vanta. And I've clicked Monroe by mistake as well. There's David, lovely.
Hi guys.
Yeah. Hey David, how you doing?
Hey, David.
Hey, fantastic guys. I just like to congratulate you guys on what you're doing. I didn't need to speak to you. There's no questions for me to ask, but I just think you're doing a great job. Fantastic.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
I love that. That's really kind of you, David. And you know what? You're awesome as well, man. Thank you so much.
No, that's cool, guys. So I'm new to this crypto space, and it's just fantastic what's going on. So I'll hand down, and we'll listen to the other questions.
Love that. All the best, man. And if you ever need any, if you've ever got any questions, please reach out.
Thanks, guys.
All right. Banter, how you doing?
Hello, I'm doing just about as good as I can do with everything that's going on, but
You're having a hard time with it, aren't you? Bless you.
yeah, it's something. But this project's definitely making me a lot happier than I have been in the past few days.
That's good. That's good. How can we help?
Yeah, so basically, there's been a lot of concern going around the Wonderland situation. What's your I don't know, what's your plan around that? How does it impact the project?
That's a really, really good question, and one that Eric and I have kind of approached before, but I think we'll approach in a little bit more detail now. Now, obviously, there was a concern with Wonderland. Something very similar happened with another DAO beforehand as well, Fiscus DAO, where the CEO turned out had a criminal record. I'm not going to go into it. Everybody has their history, and I believe that people earn redemption, but I believe that also you should make people aware if you have a checkered past. Now, Eric and I are both have clearance within our daily lives and professional capacity as well. I was director of a children's charity in England for 6 years. I have clearance to work with children. I was governor of 3 schools, chair of governor for 3 schools as well. Prior to quitting, actually I quit that before we started Phoenix Community Capital. My credentials are clear, that I'm there, I'm vetted by the police, I'm DBS checked, and happy to present that to the solicitors when required. Eric, you want to go through a bit about your past?
I was answering questions in the general chat. I apologize. I wasn't.
No, you're good, man. Don't worry.
I heard you going over your history a little bit, and I was wondering, based on the question that was asked, why?
Concerns around, basically with Wonderland coming out, a member of their team was involved in a scam in the past, and then obviously with Fiscus now having a criminal record. How can we, what about us can ease those concerns for the community?
Yeah, it's going to be somewhat apparent based on my professional background when we release the LinkedIn profiles, and you guys, we're fully doxxed hopefully in the next week, that I've worked with the U.S. Department of Defense, and I've held security clearances that are very high. I don't have a criminal background at all, and every 3-letter agency in the United States has all of my information because I had to give it to them for professional reasons while I was doing work. I'm also a veteran of the United States Navy, which doesn't mean I didn't, it just further talks about my history, my background, and having to keep my nose clean, basically. The worst thing I've ever been involved in was a speeding ticket.
I love that. I love that. Yeah. I was homeless. I was homeless at 14, so there's that. That's a bit of. I was a bit of a checkered boy until about 18. Got involved. I was a drug addict. So I ended up living in a squat. Obviously, I was made homeless at 14. I had nowhere to live. Lived on the streets for 3.5. Someone put me up in a squat. Drugs ensued. Managed to clean myself up at the age of 17. 17, just around 18th birthday. It was when life started getting good again, and I managed to clean my act up and get into finance. We all have a past, and I think the thing is that whatever your past gives you is lessons and life experience. And it's very clear that Eric and I come from very, different backgrounds. We have different skill sets that we bring to the table, and that's what makes us stronger. Also, as I said earlier, I think everybody has the chance for redemption. And, I think when people are open and honest and they bring things to the table of worth, I think, forgiveness can be given. But I think if people hide things and try to cover their ass, that's a problem. So no, Vance, in response to your question, Eric and I both pride ourselves on our morals and integrity. And I think we've done everything so far to reassure our community. And if there is anything we can do differently to reassure you guys anymore, please let us know.
Yeah, I'd just like to back up and say, I had a college experimentation phase as well with substances, but nothing out of the ordinary for an 18 to 21-year-old person. So
I love that.
Yeah. Nothing. I mean, if you grew up in the 90s and it was, it's just one of those things, it is what it is. But as far as like hardened criminal backgrounds, no, we don't. Neither one of us have ever been involved in that. Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No. Lovely. Thank you, Vanta.
Yeah, just one more. Also about Wonderland. We sunk 45K into it. So is that a problem for if we lose all of that?
We actually cut the position around about a week ago on recommendation of one of our the community advisor. We took a hit on the position. I believe we ended up losing around about $31,000. As with anything within DeFi, it is a risk, but please know that we were aware of it. We were hoping it would rebound well, but we cut the position and we managed to get that AVAX. We've got AVAX back. Now we're being very careful with moving forward. We're aware of the wobbly nature of DeFi at the moment. Also, the strength of our incubator is really exciting us right now. And we honestly are looking at this as this is going to be the golden key to the whole ecosystem. If we can incubate and get these projects to where they need to be, this is going to change the game. And if we can create, just with Pink Banana, 10% comparable to OpenSea, I think we're all going to eat really, really well for a good while. So
it's probably worth exploring or elaborating on the incubator for those who have just joined us in the last week, haven't had a chance to review the other AMAs. One of the things that we do differently here is we focus on what we call the incubator. If you've ever seen the show Shark Tank, it's very similar to that, right? We provide startup capital for new projects or businesses in exchange for a recurring profit share from those projects or businesses is typically what we would like to get in exchange for the investment. I can't guarantee it's going to be that way every time, but that's something we do different here. We're not solely or exclusively focused on buying other investments and waiting for those to mature at some point and then taking the profits and then spreading those profits. That's a pretty small. You'd have to do a lot of stuff with a lot of capital, and you run out of the ability to do that at a certain point. So you have to go into startup business projects that have a profit revenue stream and create a revenue stream out of that, because that's more powerful going forward than just buying and holding a token and selling it later for a price appreciation. So that's what we're focused on here that's different. No one else that I'm aware of in the space that operates similarly to us is doing that type of investment. All right.
Yes.
So everyone else, to my knowledge, and I'm not an expert on everyone else's project, but what I've seen in the marketplace personally is they're interested in buying positions in other projects and then selling that position at a later time, or creating some type of a passive income off of that, and then spreading that wealth to the users through the buyback of the token on the open market. So that's what makes us different here. Is we're actually starting up projects, and we're currently talking to, I think we're up to 5 now. Is that right, Luke? We have 5 that we're in discussion with.
Six.
Yeah.
Yeah, and actually we've been approached by someone to go and talk to another one. I've got a meeting with them on Wednesday, and that's really exciting, actually. what's become really apparent is that the need for this, what we're creating, is really needed in crypto and DeFi, just in general. We have the tools of creation to create projects, that are for the betterment of crypto and society and mankind. And when we utilize those skills to implement it, good things happen. We've got Pink Banana, which is going to be amazing. My one, I'm going to be announcing on the 16th of March. 16th of March, keep that date in your mind. That's a really important date. Phoenix Community Capital, 16th of March. That's going to be announcing my project as well. So, yeah, it's exciting as we're growing and developing into Phoenix Community Capital, as Eric, said. There's things that are working really well, and there are things that are challenging, and no one could have picked, or no one could have seen the problems facing DeFi right now. No one could have seen Wonderland problem happening, and I think that putting all of your eggs in DeFi on its own is kind of like the wrong thing. You don't want to put them all in one basket. It just goes to show, Eric and I we're pleased that we were able to have the foresight to spread our risk. Yeah. I need to work on my mic again. Bear with me.
Yeah. So I guess the point with Wonderland too is that at the time we purchased that, it was pre-launch. We had 2 investments we made, and at the time Wonderland was still everybody's favorite Ohm fork DAO in the marketplace. Everyone got caught off guard, including us. We don't have a crystal ball or any kind of insider knowledge that could have prevented us from being exposed to that. Like anyone else here, it caught everybody in the entire market off guard. So it's unfortunate what happened, but like Luke said, we had the foresight to spread our risk, and we started talking to these startup companies and other projects weeks ago. So this is not something we just started doing. We've been doing this in the background. We sometimes fall under NDAs, whether official or unofficial, handshake agreements. Hey, don't announce this. We don't own the projects that I shouldn't say that. We don't run the projects that we're funding 100% of the time. So they're not ours to announce. Sometimes all we can say is that, yeah, we're talking to several. We do have some preliminary agreements in place that are very favorable to the community. And so that's all we can say at some point on some of these projects, because they're not ours to announce. It would be unethical for Luke and I to take a project and use it for our own gain and announce something prior to the team who's actually developing the project. So that would just be an uncouth move on our part. You get your mic fixed, Luke?
I don't know. Can you hear me?
I can, yes.
Is that better?
Yep.
Much better.
I would say it's better. I don't know if it's much better.
Okay. Oh, well, I need to get a new mic tonight. I think that's clear. Cool. Thanks for your question, Vanta. Let's get Mumro up. Cheers, man.
Hey guys.
Hey, man. How you doing?
I just have a couple quick pointers here. First of all, there's 230 people in here.
Yeah.
2,500 people in Discord and coming up on 9K deaths. So congratulations. Things are going awesome. One quick question about the incubator. I do a lot of launch pads over the last couple of years. Is it going to be something we're going to be able to get into on pre-sales, or is it kind of like you're just incubating projects in the background?
I think that if we're investing in projects, you guys, the investors, in Phoenix Community Capital, that's investing in the
You're breaking up again. I think you know what? I think it might be your internet connection, not your microphone.
Well, I will go quiet and let you do the talking.
Well, I can't do all the talking, but yeah, what Luke was on too. Yeah. So what he was saying is you're invested in Phoenix Community Capital. Phoenix Community Capital is investing in these projects.
We'll give you my list.
Right. So I assume you're asking, will the community get notified of a whitelist sale? Is that what you're asking?
Yeah, is it going to be like a normal launch pad like some other ones, or are you guys? Is it just investments for our treasury? Like, are we as a group going to be able to be part of these whitelists and these
Oh,
projects?
I see. So you want, the in addition to the treasury investing in it, you're asking if as individuals you would be able to invest further. Maybe on a case by case basis. We can't do it as a blanket statement.
Sure.
Also keeping in mind that the more we talk about as you alluded to earlier in your first statement, the larger the community gets, the more diluted a white sale becomes.
Absolutely.
Right? So the white sale works in certain numbers, or whitelist, or I should say whitelist sales or pre-sales work in really, really well in smaller numbers. But when you start getting large numbers of people, I mean, could you imagine a pre-sale where, 250 or 500 people bought in? It depends on how much funding they're looking for. You could potentially cap the buy-in. We did that.
Yeah, that could be a
without
lottery system.
Yeah.
That could be some kind of lottery system.
We
I'm
could
just
do
curious.
something like that. Yeah, it's an interesting idea. I don't disagree with the idea. The question would be the execution, right?
Sure.
So if we can't blast it out in general chat and say, here's an upcoming whitelist that we've decided is worth our investment, and you can also invest in. So
Absolutely.
I don't know how we would handle that, and I'll think about it. Yeah.
Here's an example. We shared the Pink Banana Discord. We have we have like over 2,000 people here, nearly 2,500. But not that many have joined that Discord. So that gives you an idea. So, when we launch, people who go in and support that community like they did with ours. We'd love to offer whitelist opportunities to our community, definitely.
Okay.
Let's call it a case-by-case basis.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Number two, I follow along the wallet, so I did see that we pulled out of time. But is there going to be like a live update on the treasury for everybody? Is that maybe the plan moving forward, or it's going to be not so much announced and you guys are just going to kind of do your thing and we have to watch it to learn about it?
We actually got into a discussion with the moderators recently, and a recommendation has been made for a financial investment announcements channel, right? So maybe there's a space that we're exploring that as an idea. To have a place where we announce just the financial updates for the investments.
Good idea. Yeah. Lastly is security. So if anyone that's in here, you can go to your DMs and turn off your DMs. I heard what happened yesterday. So I shut off my DMs in Discord and Telegram. So you guys can easily do that by going to the gear icon and shutting off your random DMs so people can't message you. And secondly, as this project grows, I hope everyone's using a hardware wallet for your Nest, Ledger and Trezor and all stuff. If anybody needs any information on that, feel free to DM me. I've been doing this a while. I have Ledger and Trezor, and security is very important. So I hope you guys are using the hardware wallet. That's all I really want to say, guys.
Wonderful. That's a good public service announcement, and thank you for offering assistance. We have several people in the community. I don't know all of them, but we have several that have offered similar support to the community at large, right? If you have issues, go to one of the chats and see if you can attract someone's attention. We have a lot of people here that are willing to help, and there's a lot of there's setup videos and stuff.
However, please do never give your seed phrase to anyone. If someone contacts you in our Discord and you're not sure of their identity, ask one of the mods. Smumro has been here for a long time. We know them. Because he is a trusted member of our community, man. And thank you for the offer as well. But
just one last quick thing before I jump down, guys. Sorry. Yesterday I helped the guy through a stuck transaction. So is there any way we can make a voice chat? I know a reliable guy said we can just open up a voice chat if a mod's there. I think it's a great idea. If anybody has any questions about the ledgers or stuck transactions, we could just hop into a chat, anybody, and you can shoot the shit about it. So I guess mods are allowed to open up a voice chat. If that's correct, that's awesome.
Yeah, I think we have that capability, but the reason we have it limited to the mods is for oversight.
Sure. Yeah, as long as we have a place to go and talk, because we texted it out yesterday. It took me quite a while to walk this guy through. It took like half an hour. But if it was on voice chat, it'd take 5 minutes. So that's it. That's it, guys. Good job. I'll hop down and I'll listen to everybody else and watch some football. Appreciate your guys' efforts. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Smummery, man. Right, let's get who says Papa Geordie?
Mhm.
Papa Geordie. Right, there's a button you got to press, Papa. Well done. There we go. Hello, Papa. How are you, mate?
I'm all right, mate. How are you boys doing?
Very, very good. Thank you. How can I help?
Busy, ain't you?
We don't stop. We never stop. It's yeah. I got to sleep at 6 o'clock this morning, and then I woke up at 9 this morning. So yeah, but no, we're doing good. We're doing good. How can we help?
Yeah, nice one, mate. So I guess a few things I just want to pick up on, if I can. Are you going to be releasing information later down the line regarding yield farming, APRs, and all that kind of thing, or is that something that's going to be provided to by Pangolin themselves?
Good question. We're going live on Wednesday with the liquidity pair on Pangolin. Look, did they say they were going to launch the liquidity farming, or sorry, I shouldn't say liquidity, the yield farming, where they
Super
can
yield
fire.
farm, right? So super yield farm. The APR is based on how much is in the farm. So the more there is in there, the lower the APR. I believe it's going live on Wednesday. That's when they update it. So we just need to get it confirmed, and then yeah, it'll be all good. All good.
Nice one. And then the other thing, just to kind of, make you guys aware, you probably are already, but Pangolin, when you do the search for Pangolin, there are, I guess, in a way, 2 Pangolin options. And one is the Pangolin Exchange, and there's also another one called PangolinSwap.net, right? So I don't know if you're aware of that. So I'm just making sure that make it clear to who the real Pangolin is and not who this other Pangolin is, to make sure that you direct all your users to the correct exchange. It's something that actually I just did a quick search on CoinMarketCap for Pangolin, and 2 popped up, 2 coins. So I'm thinking, oh, okay, who's this other one? PangolinSwap.net. So I don't know if you boys knew that, but I'm letting you know. So obviously you don't want people kind of trying to find listings on a wrong DEX. So.
Yeah, we'll have a link on our website, and we'll provide links in the Discord server as well, possibly on Twitter and in a Twitter post, or maybe just in the bio.
It's a really good,
So
really good point, though. Yeah, thanks. I did not realise about that second one. But it is pangolin.exchange that we will be listing on.
Nice one. All right, well, I'm going to get off the stage, and I'm watching Mothercare Rugby, we call it, Eric, in the UK, which is the NFL, American football.
Hand egg.
Rugby.
You call it Mothercare Run, I call it hand egg.
Mothercare Rugby is the big one. So I'm kind of watching that right now. So, but keep up the good work, boys.
Thanks.
Congrats on your new features and things like this. Keep them coming, and yeah, have a good one, boys. Speak to you later.
Thank you. Enjoy the event.
Actually, one other thing.
Oh,
All right, Columbo.
Luke, there's one other thing that people need to know about you.
What's that?
There is, and it's a secret, and I'm not going to reveal the secret.
Oh.
I know you personally, Luke, but you're a mad gamer, you're an
I am.
addict. He's a gamer, everyone, and he's an addict. And Destiny, it's his baby. You know what I mean? So I'll share that with everybody. He's a massive gamer, loves his PlayStation. Destiny's the game that kind of brought us together, didn't it, mate? So, there you go. Catch out the bag, secrets out, everyone.
Yeah.
Loves his vault of glass. But anyway, see you, Luke. See you, Eric.
Yeah, love you, Al. Cheers, mate.
Yeah.
Yeah. Al and I met playing Destiny. He's going to kick him out. There he is. He's gone. We met playing Destiny 7 years ago, and I remember he... And then, I love that, man. He's an absolute...
I bet you, I've got to guess, because you're like me, I play games too, or at least I used to. I bet you haven't played a game in probably a month.
Oh, yeah, at least 2 months.
Yeah.
2 months.
Yeah, something like that.
I've bought 2. I've bought 2 games. I bought Far Cry 6, and I bought the new I can't even know what's called Newton Clancy. So I bought them both. So I've installed them on my PS5, and I've sat down. I must have played a grand total of about on both combined. Just I don't know. This guy's wide open up. Have you played much? I bet you've played nothing, have you?
Nothing.
So many good games out as well. So, all right, eyes wide open. How are you, man?
I didn't quite make that out. Can you repeat?
Hold on a second.
Ooh, you're breaking up real bad and you sound like you might be in a car driving.
Bad line, eyes wide open. You sound like me.
Any better, guys?
That's much better.
Yeah.
You good?
Not hearing anything.
Right, let's bring up Frizz Bunny while you give that a crack, eyes wide open. Back to you next. All right, buddy? Unless he drops in. Frizz Bunny, how you doing?
Hey, okay. How are you guys?
Really good, man.
Can't complain yet.
Thanks
Yeah.
for joining us.
Staying busy, it sounds like.
Very.
Well, I'm pretty new to DeFi, so forgive the ignorance of some of my questions here. But I've got a couple. First of all, I just want to say the announcement about going on to Pangolin is awesome. And to that end, I wanted to bring up something about redundancy. I was curious if you could explain to me or to the audience a little bit about the infrastructure and redundancy, possible failovers of the actual web application itself. What infrastructure are you guys on? What happens if that goes down? Who's alerted? How does that happen?
Right now, the domain is on one hosting provider. We have the top tier offering from them with I think it's 4 nines availability SLA. Right now, the domain is not allowed to be exported. I think we're still like 30 days away from that. So we could use it on another hosting site or do some kind of a failover mechanism. But it's the failover mechanism and their system that we are working on. And so it's whatever the infrastructure is on the back end. Not really sure. I mean, we've got a CTO. I can ask that question. He's not on the AMA. He deals with the technology side of it. I can ask him that and get back to you.
I was just curious because I'm also curious. Let's pretend for a minute that, hey, even actually just in the last few months, multiple regions of, big name providers, included AWS, went offline. If such a thing were to happen and the actual servers or data centers that are hosting the Exchange application went offline, is there any way to interact with that application in a different place? Or is the website really the only place to interact with that and then be able to trade coins out of the nests?
That's a good question. And that is far, far above my level of web knowledge. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to defer that question. Unless Eric can answer that one, I'd have to defer that to my CTO and get him to come back to you on that.
I can give you a little bit. I can give you a little bit of information here. I will tell you that the web app is how you interact with the smart contract. However, if the web app is not available for whatever reason, the smart contract is still running, rewards are still accumulating. That is the extent of what I can give you on that one. I'd have to talk to the developers and the CTO to get any further.
Got it. Because I wonder if there isn't an opportunity, and perhaps this is already existing in other DeFi spaces that I haven't seen, but is it entirely possible that you could actually spin up a second provider and just duplicate the web app over to it so that there's always a redundant source available and both can write and read to the smart contract?
That sounds like a really good idea. And you sound obviously very serious. And I love it that you've thought about this too. How would you feel if we were to put you in touch with part of our development team, and you can share those concerns directly with them? And then, yeah, would that be okay?
Oh yeah, that'd be great. Thank you.
Yeah, no worries, man. And then, if you're happy with what you find, please tell the community about it as well. We Eric and I, we're just Eric and Luke. We're only as good as the team that we have around us. And the great thing about our community is great minds come together, just like yours. So, Frizz, thank you so much. Please send me, if you could send me your Telegram handle. I'll put you in touch with our team.
That'd be great.
We can get that sorted out. Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. I have one other question that kind of touches two issues. This question is, it's about what I believe to interpret as your trade secret in the financial model. And reading through old Discord messages and talking with some people, correct me if I'm wrong here, but it appears that you're not releasing the full financial model at this time because it amounts to a certain amount of trade secret that you're trying to hold off from other DeFi spaces and capitalize on before the other ones. Is that correct?
I'd say that our intellectual property is up. So yeah.
Wow, Luke, you broke up the entire statement. Can you repeat that?
Well, yeah, no. Our intellectual property is ours. If we're going to be first to come to market with a product, we have the choice of whether to be first to market with that. As you see this evening, if it benefits the community, if it benefits, we'll release it. We haven't reinvented the wheel here. All we've done is we've taken one and we've made two. No one else is looking for the other one. So it's if it's good for the goose, it's good for the gander, and we're happy to share.
Yeah, we do have a phased approach to what we have. There is a roadmap that we have internally that Luke and I developed at the start of this. We had an end goal in mind. So I've said this before. We do have the concept of setting goals and aiming before we take action. Right, so we're not just blindly walking through the forest hoping that we find our way to the other end. We have a phased approach in place, and it's there on purpose. But we're working on a roadmap that we're going to share. Luke and I will share partial details on, but the full details are. I don't think anyone else is thinking what we're thinking, and is not going in the direction that we're thinking of going in the long term. So we got some stuff in plan. We got some stuff in plan, but we're not releasing all of it yet. Simply because it's
the thing is, man, like we don't know what the PlayStation 6 looks like, but I can guarantee you it's in development.
Right. Yeah.
So that's how it goes in business. It's up to us when we bring products.
Sure. I mean, I also understand the unique space that we're in because we're not a group inside of a private equity firm that's limited to just limited partners who can all share trade secret and IP between them because we have NDAs across the board. I understand that.
Yeah.
What I'm curious about is something like, for instance, the CerTIC audit. The story that I've conjured together through reading back through Discord messages is that the reason the CerTIC audit itself, for instance, isn't posted already on their site is because there's something going on with their internal process, and that there was also some concern about releasing some of the trade secret / IP that you guys have, and you didn't want to necessarily have all the code posted immediately. So it's kind of... So two parts to that question. One, is that an accurate interpretation of it? And the second part is, what would be preventing you from, say, redacting some of that trade secret or IP in there and then releasing your own version of the audit immediately and saying, look, this is just our side of it right now. That information is redacted from there. The full thing is actually going to be posted on CerTIC shortly, something like that.
Eric and I actually spoke about creating a redacted. My problem is I don't like redacted items. I think if something's shared, it should be shared. There's info on there that we don't. There's code on there that we cannot let the world see because we need to protect the integrity of this audit. We want to get that out as quick as possible. We really, really do. I'll tell you what we can share, Eric. We can share immediately. We can share the top line info, definitely.
Yeah. I was going to say that's probably what CerTIC does anyway. But
yeah.
So let me piece together that story you've gleaned from research here. You're almost spot on.
Good research here as well.
Yeah. We're waiting on CerTIC to update their website. They delivered the final report to us. There's no other further remediations to complete. They delivered that on January 10th. I've been in contact with the guys from Certic, and the business development manager that we work with within Certic has agreed to come to one of our AMAs. We haven't scheduled it yet to answer questions or at least discuss the process. So you guys can hear from Certic directly in a future AMA. The part about the intellectual property is there are snippets of code in there that we don't want released because we developed our own smart contract. We didn't fork anybody else. And if we don't want to share that, and we're not really obligated to share that, within the space. So that's the intellectual property portion of that we don't want to share. As you pointed out, and Luke said, we could do top line. If Certic hasn't delivered something back and given us an update in a reasonable time frame, we could explore redacting the report ourselves and just giving top line information.
Sure, I think that would go a long way to settling some nerves around the community. Particularly, like you said, if you can get like a screen cap of that top line, and then if there's and I think you alluded to this earlier. You said that the only critical vulnerability that they found was something in centralization, but that had more to do with being just on Trader Joe.
Correct.
So if that's the case, then awesome. But that section of the report wouldn't have any necessarily that IP inside of it, right? Could you release that as well?
Yeah, that's part of the report findings that was in there. But yeah, we'll work on something to get if Certic's going to drag their feet more, then we'll work on something.
Cool.
Let me. Eric and I'll pick up. We'll do this immediately when we get off this call. We'll try and get something shared by tomorrow morning, maybe lunchtime tomorrow my time. So no, thank you for bringing it. For someone that's new to DeFi, you're clearly not new to technology, and have really questions. And you bringing them to us, you made us think this evening, and I really love that. Please make sure you follow up. Send me your Telegram. I'd really love to enter into further discussions with you because you clearly have a good handle on the space, and it can only benefit everyone if we talk more. Thank you.
Sure. Hey, well, yeah, and thank you guys both. I appreciate you taking a stab at hard questions too and being here for the community. That does a lot to appease my nerves. How about that? So I'll jump back into the audience now and leave it for somebody else.
Thanks, Frizz. Cheers. Man.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Are you with us, eyes wide open? Are you there? No.
Anything? I'm not hearing anything.
Oh, we've still got 9 questions, man. Wow. Okay. Eyes wide open. I'm going to move on to the next one. Keep trying. Or do you want to text me? Do you want to write the question in a room and we'll answer it that way? What's the nice idea? Tony. Hello? Is anyone there?
Hello?
I can.
Hey.
Hey there. I'm here. Tony, are you with us?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay.
Okay.
Hey, there he is. How you doing, man? You good?
I'm good, Luke. Very, very good. Look, I got a couple of, Luke and Eric, I got a couple of people and friends of mine involved recently in Phoenix, small-time investors, but they brought up a couple of questions which I wasn't fully able to answer. The treasury balance seems to be going up a little bit as more and more nests are being produced and more money goes into the project. But the investment level has stayed the same. Is it updated on the website or?
Right. Tony, I've got the answer for you already. Don't worry. So due to the strength of fire over AVAX, we are obviously well aware of the impact and the arbitrage between the trade and it's going to have on the treasury. All right. We ceased selling into the treasury for a couple of days while we're waiting for AVAX and the market to recover, because we feel it will. Now the fire balance in the treasury is going up, but the AVAX balance has stayed the same. And that price fluctuation is from the fluctuation of Avalanche in there. Okay. Also, what Eric and I have been doing as well on the back end is building up a liquidity pool for us to launch into Pangolin. I've got to announce we're going to be launching $500,000 into liquidity into Pangolin when we launch over there as well. So that's kind of it. We're waiting for the market to recover.
Okay, perfect. And just one other quick question on the subject of Pangolin. Currently on the website, when you want to buy or sell fire tokens in the AVAX, you click the tab, it takes you straight to Trader Joe. When Pangolin comes online, is there going to be a separate tab for that, or do you need to go directly to the Pangolin website to do the trades?
We are actually looking at what we're going to offer right now. We're going to offer both. I think really we'll probably look at a button side by side. We're going to obviously have a link on the front page for buy. So yeah, we're going to offer both on there. We're just trying to work out what that looks like right now.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
So the website developers and designers are already working on that.
Okay. Well, that's all I really had to ask. I'm off now to continue packing, so I'm off in a couple of days, as you know. So I will. I'll let you give the stand to somebody else.
You're an absolute legend, Tony. I have the best time, and we'll speak to you soon. Thank you,
Cheers,
Jimmy.
mate. Bye-bye. Bye.
Yes. Right, who's next? Big T.
All right.
Big T. Is it Big T or is it Big Tie? If not, if it's Big T, that's a great new word. All right, Big T.
Yeah, Big T or Big Tie, either one.
Nice to meet you, man. How you doing?
Worst name, so hey, you know. Nice to meet you guys too. Hey, just real quick, I know it's getting over an hour here, but if we could fast forward, I know things go fast in crypto, but if we could fast forward a year, 2 years, 5 years, what's our grand vision for Phoenix Community Capital? What's it look like?
What a question, man. What a question. I love talking about the dream. Let me tell you the dream, and bearing in mind, this is the dream, this is the goal, okay? May change as things do in life, right?
Yep.
Imagine a crypto investment that was taking on the big boys in the industry. Imagine if we incubated a project that became as big in web as OpenSea or Facebook. Imagine if we created a project that enabled humanity to protect their identity. What kind of world would that look like? And what kind of company would Phoenix Community Capital be if these projects were returning profit to the investors in the nests? That's the world that we want, and that's what we're aiming for. We want to have a little slice of a lot of pies, and we want those pies to create one mega pie that we can all eat from. Yeah, that's the dream, Big T. That's the dream.
Great. Awesome. Thank you.
My pleasure. My pleasure. And thank you.
Is that the only question?
Yeah, that's the only one I had. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah, no problem.
That's brilliant. I like talking about the dream.
I came on. I unmuted and I thought I was going to add to that, and I really can't.
You can. I'm sure you can.
No, I mean it this time for real. I know I've said that in the past and I lied, but I really don't think I can add to it. Yeah.
That's right. So not often. Do you know what? Actually, Eric's speech. I've been left speechless.
You sound speechless right now because I can't hear you.
I need to do these things.
Whatever you said, it was probably beautiful, but nobody heard it. Hey, Nathan, what's going on?
Thanks for having me up here. Can you hear me okay?
Yes, we sure can. Okay, there you go.
About the nest. Let's say we create the nest and we're collecting our fire, but something comes up and we want to dissolve one of the nests and get those fire tokens back. Is that possible? Or is that something you guys plan on putting in the future?
No.
Nope. Yeah, pretty simple, quick no. And because of the way that the rewards are paid out and the tokens are allocated on the back end, not really, no. There was some discussion.
There is one thing, though, which is the opposite of what you've said. Where on strong, correct me if I'm wrong here, on strong, if you don't pay that maintenance, your quotation node disappears.
That's true.
What's it do on ours? I don't think we've told people.
Yeah, we've told them before on previous AMAs. Yeah, if you don't pay maintenance fees, your nest is deactivated for the purposes of accruing rewards, but you can pay to have it reactivated. It goes dormant, not deleted.
Dormant.
Yeah. So we don't have a mechanism because of the way that the tokenomic is structured to sell the nest for liquidating a position. Right. Any other questions, Nathan?
Yeah. Now is the 100 nest limit, is that going to be that's just the limit for good, or do you plan on expanding that later too?
No, I think that's the limit, but it's a per wallet limit, right? So if you wanted to have more than 100, which is perfectly you're perfectly capable of doing such, then what you would do is spin up a separate wallet. I mean, if you have two different wallets, right? I mean, yeah, to run more than 100 would be pretty impressive, yeah.
Can you hear me okay? Is my mic any?
No, not really. I think it's your internet connection, but don't worry about it.
Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, I can hear you okay, Nathan. I can't hear Luke. He's breaking up pretty badly. You got your door shut again? Is that what's happening?
No, I'm tied in.
As far as trading pairs go, I know there's AVEX, and then once you move over to this the new exchange or open that up over there, do you plan on putting more trading pairs other than AVEX on?
Yes.
Good question. Yes.
Yes. When we go on centralized exchange, we'll be paired with others.
I'll translate that for everybody else who couldn't make it out. When we go on centralized exchange, we will be paired with others. Pangolin will be paired with Avalanche or AVAX.
Okay, that's everything. Thank you very much, you guys. I look forward to this.
All right. Thanks, Nathan. Appreciate it.
Cheers, Nathan. Thank you. Is it really?
All right. Let's see. We've got 5 more questions. We've been on for an hour and 10. I'm okay to keep going. Luke, are you okay to keep going and maybe see if we can clear the queue on these last 5?
I'd say clear the queue.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Don Mingo.
Yeah, Don Mingo will be the last.
No pressure, Don Mingo. That has to be the best question. So should we just... Yeah, strong ape. You've got the second.
Man, you're really bad tonight, Luke. It's terrible. All right, so Silverback, I've invited you up to the stage. If you see an invite to get on stage and speak, there's a little button at the top of the screen that you have to, there you go, perfect. Hey, Silverback, how's it going?
Hey, guys, you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you just fine.
Oh, awesome. Thank you so much. Hey, gentlemen, I really appreciate it. I appreciate all the hard work. in this space, in this particular space in crypto right now with what's happened with time and everything else. I really appreciate it. You guys are open and honest about everything. It's really great. I really have a lot of good feelings about this project. It's really good about, this call alone answered a lot of questions that I already had. And I really appreciate it. I know a lot of people do as well. So I appreciate all the hard work and the future hard work you guys will put into this. I really do.
Thank you.
And just really quick, I'll try and be quick because I know you get on for a while. I've got 2 quick questions, and I'll just say, I know that you talk about doing on-chain and off-chain. Are we going to maybe invest in real estate on the off-chain side, commercial or, anything like that? And also, is there a way to maybe create the nests as an NFT so maybe we can transfer it from wallet to wallet, like the gentleman earlier was saying, maybe putting it on a hardware wallet might be more, might be better for people, and maybe they might have started and they might not have been on a hardware wallet or anything like that. Those are just my 2 quick questions. And I again, gentlemen, I really appreciate it. And Mr. Jordan Harry as well, I really appreciate it. I found this project about 11, 12 days ago. And because of his videos and some of the AMAs and things like that, I'm really bullish on it, and I really appreciate you guys' hard work again.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and let you know I've got just a little touch. I've been kissed with a little bit of ADD, and I forgot what your first question was. Now I apologize. Can you repeat that?
Are we investing in real estate on the off-chain side? Okay.
Yes. Okay.
Cool.
Yeah. So we do have, yes. The short answer is yes. We haven't done any of that yet. We are investigating it. There was a concept that we were discussing recently around, over time. Real estate and commercial rentals, maybe some entertainment type rentals where, maybe it's a seasonal vacation home or condos or something along those lines as well. And we've got several ideas in place for stuff like that, as well as some other business opportunities and what I would call real world versus like metaverse or crypto, what we've dubbed as off chain. Right. So that's all stuff we're considering, we're looking into, we're analyzing. The crypto stuff is the low-hanging fruit because it's easy to get into with crypto, because crypto to crypto is very simple. We do have the capability to move large amounts of funds. I don't know, Luke, do you want to elaborate on that? The ability to move large funds between on-chain and off-chain. Yeah, it's better, but it always starts off that way and then it gets worse.
Well, what I've done, I've actually moved everything around. My microphone is now an inch away from my mouth. So let's give that a go.
I know Skittles will be happy.
Good. So we have an agreement with a bank. We're able to move large sums of money on and off chain very, very quickly. We can move up to $2.5 million a transaction. So that's going to be good when we move into more and more off chain. However, we've not really spoken too much about investments at this stage because we've not really, we've not incorporated the company yet. So we don't want to enter into conversations about where our investments are going because we're not really regulated to make investment decisions just yet. Hence, we haven't done it, and hence we're getting incorporated. Now we can talk about the incubation element of it because we're providing advice to these projects, and we're assisting with our team and our skills to get them off the ground. But with regards to investments, as soon, when we're incorporated, that's when we're really going to hit into it. And I'll tell you now, our CFO's got some really beautiful projects lined up. We're just hesitant to talk of them just yet. We don't want to fall foul of anything.
Yeah, well said. What was the second question you were asking? I think it was about commoditizing the nests as an NFT and making them tradable. I don't know if we've gotten into that really before, Luke, have we?
No, we've never actually mentioned it to anyone at all.
It's something that we've thought. It's something that we've thought about. I'll just give you that right there. We can't say that it's going to be happening or it's not going to be happening. It's just something we have discussed. Happy to analyze it.
It's more of a there's definitely something there where you're at. We just don't think it's just like that. Do you know what I mean? So it's kind of like a thought worm that is there and it's on the board and we're developing that diagram to create exactly what it is. Just like Phoenix Community Capital. We registered our domain name the day after Thor. They came to market immediately. We took our time because we want to study everything properly and work out a plan of action and bring it to market when it's complete or when it's ready. So there's definitely something there. Just not yet. Not yet. But good question. Thanks. I like it when we get questions like that, Eric. We have to give a little bit away.
Yeah, no, I mean it's certainly it's been a conversation. We've talked about some similar type solutions, not exactly what you're describing, but some similar concepts.
Awesome. Thank you so much, gentlemen. I really appreciate your hard work and the team's hard work. Jordan, thanks again for introducing me to this project just through your YouTube videos, man. I really appreciate it. Thanks, guys. I'll get off. Appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank you for coming up and asking questions.
Cheers. I just actually, we missed the most important announcement, Eric. And
Oh goodness, did we?
how terrible of us, man. We announced it in the Discord, but we've not actually announced it in person. We appointed someone last week, didn't we?
Oh goodness, yes we did, didn't we? Dang it. Yeah. Glossed right over that. Sorry.
I'm so sorry, Jordan. I completely apologize. Ladies and gentlemen, because of his hard work and dedication to the project, we approached Jordan to see if he'd like to come on in a full-time role. He graciously accepted, and we are blessed and honored to have Jordan as our head of marketing. He's come on, he's made some excellent progress so far. He's, done some implemented some wonderful features and tips and tricks so far, and we're really excited to see him in the future. So thank you, Jordan, and welcome to the team. Yeah, man. Do you want to tell me about the mods, Eric?
Nah.
All right.
The
Cool.
mods are amazing, and
Mods are amazing.
we love them. We love them all to death.
We do. We are very, very blessed to have an amazing mod team. Let's bring Nav up. Nav. What is
Mic
up,
check. Can
man?
you guys hear me?
Very
Yes.
well. How are you?
Very well. Yes, you have a nice microphone.
Life's amazing, guys. Luke, Eric, good to be here, fellas. So two really simple ones. I know you've been on for a little while now. First one was, what are the similarities and differences between an OTC deal in relation to the new bonding mechanism you guys have?
Yeah, that's easy. The OTC, if you do an OTC transaction,
yeah,
it's a peer-to-peer, right? But you get it all immediately. It's a spot trade. You get what you want. We get what we want. In the bond, you get a bit of a discount, perhaps on the market price or what the market price may be in the coming days, and then it is vested over 8-hour periods across a number of days. So you sort of get drip fed at a lower price, but you get this longer vesting period for receiving it. That would be the primary difference. Luke, anything to add that would explain further?
Gotcha. But so then follow up to that is, so am I getting the thought process on lock where during that vesting period, we or the protocol looking for the proposed buyer for that deal?
Yeah, I mean, what we'd do is we'd put some, we'd say, hey, we're looking in the treasury, we're looking to go into XYZ, stake XYZ and get fire. Or we can do the opposite as well. So depending on which way we need the treasury to turn, it's something that we can implement. Now, we don't need to implement this yet. That's the thing. We created it because we thought we might need it, but we don't, which is why we've just let everyone else have it. Because it's a really simple idea. It's very simple to implement. We can help people do it. Any protocols need a hand, we will help. And yeah, we just thought we'd put it out there, but it's there if we need it. And I think the agility that provides us is going to be key moving forward. So no, thanks. Good challenging question. We like it.
Appreciate it, man. And price action looks solid. So hopefully, won't need it for now, but it's good to have it for the long run. And then, second following question for you guys was, Any thoughts on perhaps having a situation where we can maybe rent some of our nests to somebody for like a little while if they're just looking to hold it for a little bit, and that can maybe create a new revenue stream for not only the protocol but for also the owner of the nest?
Oh, I've not even thought of that.
Well, we kind of have
we?
had discussions similar to that. Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't see.
not renting though.
Let me follow the logic.
Yeah.
Can you walk me through the process of renting the nest to somebody and how
Yeah.
that would provide anything for the project? Yeah.
Eric, so let's say you're into, fire and you're not looking to hold it long term. So let's say I have a couple of nests, right? And I'm like, you know what? Maybe there's an NFT attached to it, so there's proof of ownership, so to speak. And then you hold it down for, let's say, a month to 2 months. Along with the maintenance fee, that's your responsibility because you're now, quote unquote, owning that nest. You're paying the maintenance fee and a little kickback in terms of a rent payment for owning that node or nest in this, regard for a little bit. And then when it's over, I get back the full ownership because it's my nest to begin with. And at the same time, us over at Fire, the protocol generates another income stream through pretty much being, it's like real estate, right? Like I'm renting out or subleasing my apartment for a little bit. And maybe that's another stream for us going to the future for the treasury.
It's interesting. I like the concept. We've talked about some similar stuff, but a little different. It's the same basic concept. I don't know if we want to go into detail about it.
I like how your brain works.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Come on, man. You know how we do in Brooklyn.
Yeah, bruv. Like I tell you, mate. You know how we do it in London. We
That's right.
yeah. We once again. Please reach out to me, man. Let's continue this conversation. I want to pick your brains.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Our CFO is happy to analyze that.
We've got things in the works, but I think maybe your addition might help to it actually. Yeah.
Shit it, guys. Yeah, I have a background in real estate and Wall Street, so definitely be down if you guys are open to it. Who should I connect with?
Hit me up, man. Hit me up. I'll put you in a group.
Yeah.
For sure.
You got it, fellas. Man. Well, I appreciate you guys, and I'll pass the mic to the next person. Have a good one, folks.
Right, thanks, man. Appreciate
you
it.
too, man. Thank you.
All right, y'all.
Strong 8. He's nice, man. We got a great community, Eric.
Hey, yeah, it's been great so far. Hey, Strong 8, how you doing?
Hey, I'm good. How are you guys doing?
Very good, man.
Very good. Very good. Yeah.
Good to see you.
Cool. So I'm here from the XRP community. I just joined probably about 10 days ago with a friend of mine.
XRP.
So I joined because I follow the Bearable Bull, and Jordan Harry is kind of his right-hand man. So I was just wondering, I don't know if you could even publicly say, but has the Bearable Bull got any involvement with the project, even as an advisor or anything to do with it at all, or is it just Jordan's thing at the minute?
Jordan is a member of our team. Bearable Bull had a conversation with us before we started. I'm not aware of any investments or I'm not aware of if Bearable has any financial investment with us, and I it's not my even if I did, it's not my information to give away. So no, it's with regards to Bull, no, but Jordan,
we had the pre-launch meeting with him and Jordan where we met, and we shared and this is pre-launch, we shared concepts, and he was on a call where there was 4 or 5 people, and we're all sharing ideas. This was very early on, but beyond that, I don't think there's been anything else.
Cool. No, yeah, that's fine, man. He has a lot going on anyway. So I thought I'd ask, and great project.
Legend,
I love what you're doing.
Thanks, Strong 8. No, Bull is an absolute legend.
Yeah.
I know he's in here somewhere. We don't see him often, but we talk to Jordan every day, and we love him to bits, man.
He likes to stalk. All right, we got Don Mingo was the one we said was going to be last.
Yeah, I know, but Eyes Wide Open is there. Banter's
I know.
There, and Superman.
I like Superman. I want to hear from him.
After Superman.
Yeah, okay, we'll cut off at Superman. I don't want to get in trouble with Superman. Domingo, you've got to invite ribbon at the top of the screen. You've got to accept the invite to come on stage if you're still there. There you go. Hey, how's it going?
What's up, Domingo?
You are still muted if you're talking. Not hearing anything.
Right, let's try eyes wide open again.
Yeah. Sorry, Don.
Eyes wide open. How are you, man?
Hello, hello.
Yes.
Oh, much better. Much better. Yes.
Yes.
You can hear me at last.
Yeah, man.
Yes.
How you doing?
Sorry about that. I was on the move. Good to see that you're getting your structure underway. I think that gives the project a lot more credibility. So fantastic news getting the update on that today. So thank you.
Thanks. Yeah, no, we've spent a lot of time getting everything shaped up, getting the framework sorted out. You know, as we've said, it's all along, it's about your foundations, and then you build your frame from there. So we built our foundations strong. Now we're building our frame, and that will be our framework for when we move forward. So we're happy with our progress so far.
That's good. That's good. All right. And there was some discussion earlier on time. So you've exited from time, have you? Completely?
Yes.
Yeah, we completely
Yeah.
cut our position.
Yeah, good move. All right. So what's the score with Ohm? Are you still involved with Ohm?
We are still in Ohm, yeah. I think Ohm will recover.
Yep.
I'm a big fan of the protocol. Just watching DeFi at the moment. You know, I don't want to move too early, too soon. I don't want to act in haste. We're not going to act in haste. We're gonna focus and make decisions. Some will be right, some will be wrong. But yeah, we think holding Ohm, and I'm glad to hear that you agree.
All right. Now, that brings me to the next point, which is insight into the portfolio that you guys are working in the background there. On the website, you can see a figure there. I think just now it's 85,000. What does that relate to?
That actually needs updating. That's incorrect, that figure.
Yeah. I was just curious on that.
Thank you. Yeah, no, that was an oversight at our end. Thank you for making us aware. Yeah,
No problem.
sorry.
That's all right. So what is that? Just let us know what that actually relates to, please, will you?
So that was the level of investments that we had in Ohm and Wonderland.
Right. Okay. All right. So that's what I thought. I just wasn't sure. Now, as far as that figure's concerned, have you guys got any plans to give the community visibility with respect to what makes that figure up?
We have, yeah. This is Eric's thing, so yeah, carry on, Eric.
Yeah. Cool.
Oh, this is my thing now. Okay. This was well, you probably know more about it, Luke, than I do. Dealing with the people we were dealing with, third-party application that was going to link into our DApp to show.
Right. Yeah, actually, it's changed. Yeah, ignore that. Whatever that Luke said,
Right.
then ignore that. I'll take this one, Eric.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, we've got something in development, eyes wide open. I can't go into it any more than that, but there is definitely something on the way.
So as far as that's concerned, that'll give us a little bit of insight with respect to what investments you're making on behalf of Fire.
Yes.
Is that correct? Yeah.
Yes.
All right. And is there a likely timeline on that, or is that just in the very early stages?
That's a Luke question again. Luke, you want to take that one?
I missed the first bit.
What's the timeline on completion for that? Is this something that we just started working on, or is it something that'll be completed soon?
16th of March, we'll have an MVP.
That means minimum viable product for those that don't know.
Minimum viable product will be prepared by the 16th of March, and we'll have something ready to show you by then.
Okay. All right.
It's worth mentioning as well that this product we're talking about is also something, correct me if I'm wrong, Luke, that we're involved in as one of our incubation projects. Is that right?
You are correct.
Yeah.
This is something that we are working very closely with.
It'll benefit us, and it will be available for others to use as well.
It's going to
No
be
problem.
amazing.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I can't tell you more.
We'll look forward to that then. Now, just finally, I'm just curious. Obviously, the general chat's there for us to use between ourselves and direct questions to you guys as well, or any of the moderators. I've got a tendency to ask quite pointed questions, which may be construed as difficult to answer. Would you prefer to see those questions on the general chat or directed to the likes of yourselves personally?
You know what, right? I love it. People complain that I'm too direct, eyes wide open. But I think that my directness is key trait, and something that is really important, and something I respect in people is directness. So I value how direct you are with your questions, and I would rather that you delivered them in the way that you were most comfortable doing so.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
So, yep.
Maybe
and
avoid text wall. Like don't post a wall of text, but
I don't
yeah,
like
keep it simple in the questions and the conversations. But however you see fit doing that, go for it. I think you're able to DM me and Luke as well, if I'm not mistaken.
Of course, yes, that's right. I'm quite happy with that. So, what's the policy on as far as deletion of posts?
I haven't, actually I've deleted one post in the Discord, I believe. If I've deleted more than that, I'm not aware of it. And I deleted that today because it was asking someone to elicit in illegal activity in our Discord server. I issued them a warning that I will not accept that. However, I'm also keen to keep a conversation open and honest, and I'm not a fan of deleting conversations or memory walling something to get it out of the mind. I think, truth needs to be seen by all. However, if it's criminal, then we'll get rid of it.
Yeah, that's fair, and I completely agree with your outlook on that.
Thanks.
All right, well, look, that's it for me. Good luck over the next couple of weeks with what you're working on, and I'll catch up with you later. Thank you.
Thank
you. Appreciate it. Always a pleasure to hear from you.
Thank you. Right, enjoy your day.
Cheers, you too. All right. Thank you, Matt. All right, we've got Superman. We've got King Solomon now. He's popped up. Cheers, man. And then Domingo. We said we'd get Domingo and Superman done. We've got to speak to King, haven't we?
Oh, we can't tell King can't speak. No. Yeah.
We'll save the King till last, though.
Okay, that sounds good. Yeah.
How are you?
Hey, Luke. Hey, Eric. How are you guys doing today?
Very well.
Yeah, doing great. Yeah.
How are you?
Doing great. Thanks. So I have two questions. The first one, do you guys plan on using the Fire token for governance? And the second question, do you have any plans to have any more NFTs besides the Master and the Grandmaster?
With regard to your second question, do you mean are we going to have more NFTs that provide boosts or rewards, or other NFTs just in general?
Just other NFTs in general.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
That's about as elaborate as it's going to get. Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. With regard, I'll go ahead and answer the former as well. If there is no plan to create any more NFTs that'll provide reward boosts at this time, and I don't foresee that there's going to be a time where we do that either. So I know that wasn't your question, but
using the Fire for governance, not sure.
We were talking about cross-referencing Nest ownership.
Wallet.
Right. So doing a wallet lookup who owns a Nest, because you can buy the token on the market and you're not actually a participating member of the project. You're just holding the token. And so that wouldn't be right to the people who actually bought the nests and are participating in the project. Not that we discourage people holding the tokens. It's a free market. We don't manipulate or change how people can interact with the token. If they want to buy it as a speculation trade, then by all means you can.
But please don't do that. Please.
Yeah.
Please don't, because it just ruins it for everyone. Do you know what I mean? Like, your little bit of fun is going to take away everyone else's. So share the fun around. And then we can all have fun for longer, can't we?
Yeah, this works a lot better as a passive income stream than a speculation trade. But also, if you look at our history on the charts, we tend to trend sideways. So we're not really attractive for people to do speculation trades.
I watch the charts as well, and I've noticed some people try to do it, and it's actually gone against them, and it's quite funny.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway,
So
no, I think NFTs are going to be useful for governance in the future as well, Superman. If you remember very early on in the AMAs, we were talking about wallet reputation systems. It's not something we've mentioned for a while, but it's not forgotten, and it's definitely part of the roadmap in the future.
Okay, great. Hey, thanks a lot, guys, for hosting the AMA today. Have a great day.
My pleasure.
yeah, appreciate it. Thank you, you too.
Cheers.
All right, let's get Don Mingo up here.
Mingo.
Yes, we can hear you.
Yes, thank you for letting me back in. Something happened to my laptop. I don't know what. Thank you.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, so my question is, first of all, Law from Amsterdam. I've bring in a lot of people on here in Amsterdam about Phoenix and Fire. And some of them were asking me about like a referral code. So I was thinking like, hey, that's not a bad idea because having Fire is like a double-edged sword. You can bring people in, more liquidity, price goes up, harder to get Fire. But at the same time, it's more stability for everybody here in the community. But I was thinking that, is it possible, and I don't know if it's possible that if you bring someone in, you get like 0.1 Fire. But but maybe then it will be like, yeah, you guys will grow too fast and you don't like that. I know that. But is that a possibility?
I don't think so. Luke, do you have an opinion on that? I don't think that's something we've considered or really want to consider.
And
be happy to disagree with me. I'm just shooting from the hip here.
Yeah, no, you feel free to shoot from the hip. I think not in a referral. There's something there though. I think because we did it only really word of mouth to start with. So everyone who's here is only really here from word of mouth. We've not marketed at all.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
Word of mouth, yeah. And so it's all been kind of referrals already. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So I think if we start rewarding referrals now, I think that would do a disservice to everyone else at the start. Mm-hmm. But I think actually, Eric, I'm going to agree with you here. So no, I don't think we'll implement that on Mingo, but I like your idea and I like your thinking.
Yeah.
And I think actually there may be a way that if we can use referrals in a wallet reward system,
yeah,
maybe that would, like something like that.
Yeah, because for me, it's like I'm really doing my best to stack up as much Fire as possible to get as much nest as possible as soon as possible. Because I know that Eric said about having 2 listings on site, and I'm like, I know the price is going to shoot up. So I'm trying to do my best to get as much as I can right now. So that's why I come up with the idea, like, is there a possibility to bring as much people on as possible and also get some kind of incentive reward for it?
Yeah, well, I'll tell you what, sex launches are amazing, aren't they? I love a centralized exchange launch.
Yeah.
So I'd say, do you know what? Getting your friends and family is, I don't know, man. We're not really here to give investment advice. That's the problem. And if we start rewarding referrals, I think that would be the wrong kind of behavior to show, especially for a project like us, where we're all about clarity, regulation. No, but I think if there's something we can do, let me think on it. Let me go deep.
Yeah, what's you on that? Yeah.
Yeah, I think there's something in there, Don. Thank you, man. Definitely.
Nah, this is the only question I got. So thank you for the opportunity.
That was a good question.
Thanks, John. Yeah, good question.
So much. You guys create a discussion, and I like that. Thank you.
You're welcome.
You have a great day, man.
You too, man.
Thanks, man. All right, Blanco and Investor, I'm afraid we're not going to answer your questions. King's the last one for the night. I'm so sorry, but if you pop it in the chat, we'll answer it, definitely.
Yeah, sorry guys, we've been going for about an hour and almost 45 minutes here. So, hey, King, how's it going?
How you doing?
Can you guys hear me? Sorry.
Yes, we can hear you. Can you hear me?
Oh, good. Yeah, we can hear. I can hear you. No, not so much of a question, just a comment. I mean, I've been kind of out of the loop for the past week, sick. But I just wanted to give you guys a shout out and just tell you guys thank you for congratulations more so on the first incubation project. I saw the pink banana through KJA Artists. I think that's great. And then also to Jordan Harry, that dude's been a massive contributor all across this space, and congratulations on having him on board, and congratulations on having the ability to help out the moderators within the channel and continue building out the ecosystem. You guys are making it really hard for me to keep saying, like, and I know that you can't ever tell people to buy something. You're making it very hard for me to tell people not to keep buying at all-time high, because I did a video yesterday or the day before for like the first time in a week, and I was like, as always, do your own research and don't buy anything at all-time high. But I said the same thing 3 weeks ago too. So yeah, Luke and Eric, yeah, both you guys, kudos, and looking forward to seeing what comes about over the next couple weeks. I'm sure it's going to be interesting.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Yeah, the cool thing about all-time high is that as time progresses, the the landscape shifts a little bit, right? So not financial advice, but all-time means all-time.
Yeah, and I think the big thing for me is just the continued sustainability. And I mean, this is just my personal opinion, but I could care less if it's sustainable at $440 a fire token or $220 a fire token, as long as it hits that level of sustainability, because that is essentially the promise of residual income, right? Or passive income is that level of sustainability. So that's what I'm more interested in, and I'm super happy to be here for the ride, hopefully with Phoenix, and to get to that level of sustainability. So
thank you, much appreciated.
You are a king, and thank you so much for those kind words, and it really, really means a lot. Before we started this, I used to follow you and really respect you, so thank you so much. Moving forward, Eric and I, we'll chat to you, but I'm really, really glad to hear that you're back and in better health. You've been in my thoughts, so welcome back. It's good to hear from you. And yeah, man, what an exciting thing we've created, and what an exciting ride we've got. As I sat here the other night, and I just looked at it, and I'm still absolutely blown away by the community, by Eric, by our team, our mods.
Can I ask you guys one question about the banana or pink banana and the artist? Because if I'm looking at that as an incubation aspect, I'm thinking, man, there's like 350 or 400 artists right off the bat that may want to play in some sort of a marketplace ecosystem and potentially have revenue generation based on the minting and all sorts of things within that. It's like almost it's not like going to battle with a knife. It's like going to battle with a loaded Uzi. If I was going to be launching a marketplace that already has 350 or 400 people that might want to be minting NFTs on a marketplace.
Do you know what I mean? It's
yep.
They say don't put the cart before the horse. Well, here's the cart, and we're the horse. And and I'm glad that you saw it this way as well, because what we've done is we've created an NFT marketplace that is friendly to the artist, that actually works in the artist's favor, because other protocols take a lot from that artist. So this is about putting the artist at the heart. And when you bring the artist, the buyers follow. The buyers go where the art is, and we're creating the art. So yeah, it's a really, really exciting project. And
just making sure that people caught that, because a lot of these marketplaces have amazing UXs and all this stuff, but they're looking for users of the marketplace, where essentially
If you're dealing in an agency that already has 350 or 400 artists, yeah, you can kind of do the math, and that's the first thing that I thought of was like, it's a really kind of a smart move. So yeah, kudos.
Thanks, man. Yeah, no, I'm glad you saw that, and well done. Thank you for dropping that at the end of the AMA as well, because I think that's a lovely little nugget for everyone to take away. When we created it, we were really bullish, and I'm really, really happy to hear that everyone else is happy about it as well. So yeah, nice one, King. Awesome. All right, Eric, how you doing, man?
I'm doing great. About ready to wrap this thing up. We've been going for almost 2 hours here, so I think we're done.
Mad, isn't it? Well done.
Q&As. Yeah, we could probably keep going for 3 or 4 hours if we let everyone get up here and ask questions. So if you didn't get a question asked because we ran out of time, please put a post in the chat. You can at the moderators or ourselves individually. I will tell you that as the Discord server grows, we have gotten to the point where I get a lot of people that tag me in messages. I do look at them. I don't respond to all of them. I get a bunch. I don't know about you, Luke, but I get a bunch of throughout the day. So, yeah.
Yeah, man, I get a lot of messages. The ones I'm tagged in, I go through. I'm sorry if I miss it. I have a to-do list as long as my arm. However, if you DM me, I will get back to you. It may take me time sometimes, but that doesn't, if I've read it, it's on my list and I will come back to you. I'm so sorry. Luckily, there is 2 of us. There is Eric and Luke.
Yeah.
And we have got our team, and our mods are absolutely amazing. We just reach out to them and they'll be there to support. Nice one. Guys, thank you for coming and listening this evening. We really, really appreciate you being here. We love every one of you, and we thank you for your support, and we thank you for your questions as well. And man, we'll see you soon.
All right. Sounds good. I'm going to end this all. So thank you, everybody.